cleaners, get my slacks out the cleaners. My queen don't even speak English. Watches on arms, rings on fingers. Knows who plays like Coltrane and Mingus. If you can't play the game, wing it. Remember lead singers need wingmen.
Another episode of Maximilian Must Know. Today I'm going to give you a quick take on a fragrance from the house of Zaharoff. It's called Zaharoff pour Homme. This is a fragrance that I sort of found out about because a lot of people on YouTube in the community were talking about it. They had bottles, they were showing those bottles, talking about how much they really enjoyed, this fragrance. So, I went to Fragrantica because you can't always trust the YouTube people, even though myself included. Well, you can always trust me, but some people aren't going to trust me, right? You're going to trust who you want to trust. And we all know you can't trust everybody. So I went on the Fragrantica, and a lot of people there were talking about how, the house had sent out 1 million samples and and this fragrance was doing really well. And so I was interested. It definitely piqued my interest. And so I did reach out to the house and the owner, George Zaharoff. I checked out his YouTube channel where he talks a lot about his passion for perfume and sourcing the materials and stuff. And they were nice enough to send me a sample, which you see in front of you, which I think you can make requests to get, I guess maybe if you're a reviewer, or you can purchase from the website. It's your typical, this sample, it's a normal fragrance sample, and I got it pretty quickly, and I've worn it a couple of times, so I'll talk about it based off a couple wearings, and then obviously give you my take. So it looks like what happened here was in the late 90s, Zaharoff did 2 fragrances. In 97 they did a women's, in 99 they did a men's, Zaharoff pour Homme, and both were done by Claude Dier, who is pretty well known in this game. He's done fragrances for Amour Oud, by Number 9, many designer houses. And this brand was created by George Zaharoff's mom, Marina, who was a designer for many celebrities. She has pieces in Design Hall of Fames. And then her son took over. He launched the fragrance end of the business, and also launched a clothing collection to follow in his mom's footsteps, which did really well. There's boutiques, they did men's suits, millions and millions of dollars of business at Nordstrom, and he relaunched the fragrance brand with this scent. So this scent comes in 2 sizes. There's a 2-ounce bottle for $90 and a 4-ounce bottle for $155. So it's sort of priced, sort of between niche, low-end niche and high-end designer, I would say. And the notes and the country of origin for each note, most notes are listed on the website if you're interested. There's cardamom, there's lavender, there's black pepper, there's pear, blue cypress, ginger root, blonde cedar, temple oud, Florentine iris, pimento leaves, fair balsam, sandalwood, patchouli, amber, myrrh, and frankincense. It's eau de parfum. And of course, I'm going to leave the link to the website in my description. So if you're interested, you can check this out. And so my first impressions are really pretty good. I have to be honest with you. To me, this smells like, an aromatic fougere. That could have been an old school aromatic fougere that's really been updated, if you will, right? So like if you like the Rive Gauche, Sartorial, fragrances like that, I think you'll like this one. I really do. It sort of smells like that, but it smells like it's just been a little bit updated to give those sort of fragrances a more modern vibe. There's oud in here, whether that's a synthetic oud or a real oud, I don't know that. But it's definitely there. You get that sort of funky wood. There is a nice fruity accord, pears listed. I get sort of like almost like a fall apple basket sort of thing, like some pear and some apple and maybe some spicy citrus. And that just really sort of gives these other notes that you're used to in classic fougères, like lavender and cardamom and, sandalwood, and it sort of gives that a more updated vibe. It's also a little bit spicier, a little bit more oriental than your typical like aromatic fougères. You know, there's pimento in this one. There's, as I said, ginger. There's myrrh. There's frankincense. It's just a really nice wearable fragrance, and I think it sort of is cool because it can straddle the office and then casually. Like, it's sort of aromatic enough and professional enough to be worn at the office, but it's also sort of got enough of that like oriental vibe to be a little bit cozy for fall, whether you want to be casual or like date night or night out. So it's a really good fragrance. Would I buy this fragrance? I don't know. You know, like, it's one of those I definitely have to give more time to. I feel like I own more fragrances. I own fragrances like this. And it reminds me of something I just can't put my finger on, but I feel like I've smelled this before. But it's possible I have not. It kind of, I feel like there's a Montal fragrance, one of their oud fragrances that this smells like, but I'm not sure of that. But this is really good. It's really well done. If I had a bottle, I would definitely wear it often. The question is just, do I want to pick one up? And it's certainly fringe, so it's on the bubble. So I have to give it more wearings, but I definitely would think if you like sort of like aromatic fougères, sort of fragrances that have like an old school base, but are a little bit more modern, then I definitely would check this out. I think if you like most of the fragrances I like, the Invasion Barbars, the Blood of Portugals, the Rive Gauches, then Sartorio, I would definitely give this one a look. It's really, really good. You have nothing to lose picking up a sample. So I do want to thank George Zaharoff for letting me get a sample. I'm going to link to the website in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a question in the comments. And if you've tried this, let me know what you think. Let me know if you've worn this for a while. You really know how the performance is, because it seems fine to me. 1-2 wearings doesn't really give you everything you need to know. But let me know if you feel like you got a little bit more info on this one than me. You're more seasoned with it. Definitely let me know what you think of it and if you think it's bottle worthy. That's it, guys. I'll see you again real soon with more videos. My name is
Twist perk, hit 'em where it hurt. $800 shirt, bitches flirt. I kick up dirt, shit burp. Benzes with the skirt, rubber get burnt. Ducking 5-0, tie bow, eyes low. Keep the 45 by the thigh.